Good day, everyone, especially to you, Dr. Yakiber. This is Jeah Rojo, and today we're going to talk about the chapter 14, which is the insurance law. So, before anything else, I'm going to provide to you first the topic outline and objectives for this chapter. So, for our topic outline, first we do have the introduction to insurance law. Second is the contract of insurance. Next is the parties in an insurance contract. Next is types of insurance contracts. Fifth is insurable interest. Sixth is application of insurance law. Seventh, specific insurance types. And eighth is for the important legal considerations. So for our objectives, by the end of this chapter, we are expected to explain the legal foundations of insurance in the Philippines, to identify and describe the essential elements and characteristics of an insurance contract, to distinguish between the different types of insurance and their specific applications, to define insurable interest and apply it to practical legal scenarios, to understand the significance of premiums and the nature of insurance contracts as contracts of adhesion, and lastly, to analyze legal issues through real-world case examples. So insurance plays a crucial role in sectors with high exposure to risk, such as tourism. So it protects businesses and individuals from financial loss due to unforeseen events like natural disasters, accidents, or death. So in the Philippines, the legal basis for insurance is mainly the insurance law in the Philippines and primarily governed by the Insurance Code under the Presidential Decree of 1460, supplemented by the Civil Code. So, understanding the principles of insurance law, including contract formation, types, parties involved, and the requirement of insurable interest is essential for legal and business professionals alike. So here are the key concepts. First is we do have the contract of insurance. So it is an agreement where one party, which is the insurer, agrees to indemnify another or the insured against loss, damage, or liability from an unforeseen event in exchange for a consideration or what is we called also premium. So the essential elements of it is the insurable interest, the existence of risk, assumption of risk by insurer, distribution of actual losses, and the payment of premium. And here are the characteristics also for the insurance. First is we do have the aleatory, which depends on an uncertain event. We also do have the bilateral, which is both parties are bound, and onerous, which involves a valuable consideration, and contract of indemnity, which is the exchange of value, and lastly is the formal, which requires a policy and premium payment. So the parties involved in the insurance is the insurer, insured, and beneficiary. So for the insurer, it is the one who assumes the risk. The insured is the one with insurable interest. And lastly, the beneficiary, which is the one who receives the insurance proceeds. Next, as we do have the types of insurance contracts. So first is the life insurance, which covers human lives. Next is the fire insurance, which covers loss from fire, lightning, and related events. And also we do have marine insurance, which covers loss or damage to interests exposed to marine risks. And lastly, the personal accident insurance, which provides compensation for death or bodily injury from accidents. So what is insurable interest? It is a relationship with the insured that justifies obtaining an insurance policy. For life and health, it includes interest in one's own life or the life of someone dependent on them or someone to whom they have a financial obligation. And for property, it is any interest in property that could lead to a financial loss if it's damaged or destroyed. And for group insurance, also it is a single contract covering a group of people, often employees, aims to provide cost-effective insurance and enhance employee benefits. So I'll be providing to you a case example. So for the case, a background of the case, on June 9, 2005, Mr. John Bartolome insured the life of his best friend Noel Lim under the group insurance of Mr. Bartolome's travel agency called Luck Charm Travel Agency, designating himself as the irrevocable beneficiary. Other than being his best friend, John Bartolome is not related to Noel Lim. And on July 10, 2007, after the lapse of more than 2 years, Noel Lim dies. So the question, is John Bartolome entitled to the proceeds of the policy, considering that all premiums have been paid and considering further that no misrepresentation or concealment material to the risk has been employed? So for legal opinion, no, because the policy is void and enforceable unless the person who procures it has an insurable interest in the life of the insured. An insurable interest must be present either in the person taking out the insurance or the beneficiary. Being best friends does not automatically create an insurable interest. So there must be an actual expectation of pecuniary benefit to sustain an insurance, like a corporation, which has an insurable interest in the life of a key man, or such as an officer of the firm. So in the instant case, John Bartolome has no insurable interest in the life of Noel Lim. So next is we do have the specific insurance types. First is the marine insurance. It covers losses or damages to vessels, cargoes, and related interests, including perils of the sea. Next is we do also have the fire insurance, which indemnifies against losses from fire, lightning, and other specified risks. Also, we do have compulsory motor vehicle liability insurance, which provides coverage for death or bodily injury to third parties and passengers, ensuring financial protection for victims of accidents. And lastly is a war risk insurance, which covers damages caused by acts of war, including associated perils. And also important considerations for insurance law is that insurance contracts are contracts of adhesion, requiring them to be construed favorably to the insured. Also, payment of premium is generally required for the validity and binding effect of the insurance contract. And also, insurable interest must be present for the insurance contract to be enforceable. So, insurance law provides the legal structure necessary to manage risk effectively in businesses and personal contexts. So, it ensures that the contracts are valid, enforceable, and protective of the parties involved, especially the insured. So, mastery of concepts such as insurable interest, contract characteristics, and the different insurance types enables stakeholders to make informed decisions and avoid legal pitfalls. So, as demonstrated by real cases, compliance with the legal requisites of insurance contracts is not merely technical. It is fundamental to their enforceability. So, I hope you have learned something from it. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.